Okay, guys, welcome to the webinar. My name is Jeff Mills, and I'm so glad you guys took time out of your busy schedule to just tune in. The second thing is custom audiences are next on the chopping block. You might wonder, like, what's going on with custom audiences? So what is a custom audience? Maybe you don't even know what it is. With Facebook, you can actually upload a customer email list. So if you've got buyers who bought products from you, you could upload all the email addresses of those customers, put them into Facebook, and then run ads to those customers. So you've basically taken your purchase list or your lead list or some lead list that you've personally generated, and you've loaded it into Facebook, and then you can run ads to those people. And those customers will buy from you again and again and again. And it's a great way of putting things in front of them besides using email channel, right? Now they're seeing you on email, they're seeing you on Facebook, and they see you everywhere they go, and they start buying from you because they're seeing more of the stuff that you're offering. Now, Facebook's freaked out about this because what happened is people abused the custom audiences. How could they do that? How dare somebody abuse Facebook's custom audience? But here's what they did. They started buying data lists. They started buying data that they don't own, and they started uploading all these lists into Facebook. And these lists, they don't have access to the rights, to the privacy of the people who are behind those lists. So now Facebook is going to be cracking down and possibly shutting down ad accounts, shutting down personal Facebook profiles of people who have been manipulating and not using data that belongs legally to them, but using other people's data and uploading that data, which violates privacy concerns. It's a big deal. So you always want to make sure if you're uploading data to Facebook that, number one, it's data you own and control, okay? Number two, you don't want to upload anyone else's data that you don't have permission to upload their data, because you could be legally in jeopardy for that. You could be violating Facebook's terms of service, and you could be kicked off the platform, have your ad accounts shut down. So it is still a good practice, you guys, to do custom audiences. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you guys don't know how to do a custom audience, I'm actually show it to you. Because if you're not using custom audiences, there's some really powerful ways you can be using custom audiences to build your business and to do some pretty incredible things here. So what I'm going to do is go back into Facebook and show you guys when you're doing an ad in your business manager, you're going to go over to audiences. Where's my audiences? I probably have to, oh, right here, audiences. And when you go to audiences inside your business manager, you're going to go to business.facebook.com. So write it down, business.facebook.com, and then go to audiences, and you can build your custom audiences right from here. I have a lot of audiences. Look at all my audiences that I got. I just got lines and lines and lines and lines of audiences that I built, okay? So what you do is you say create an audience, custom audience, and you can build an audience based on a customer file, website traffic, people who visited a certain website. You can build an audience of people who visited a certain page, people who interacted with your app. You can do, I'm not sure what the offline activity is, but I guess you can do something here where you can upload like a phone number or something. And then you got engagement. This is new. So when people engage on your Facebook page, or they engage with videos that you put on your video ads, you can build audiences of everyone who took actions to engage on your ad or to engage on your video, and they get put into a little box, like a little box of audiences. And then you can run ads to those people in that box, okay? The bigger the box, the more targeted the box, the better the people will respond to your ads. So you can upload a customer file, which would just be like an email list. You can just upload an email list of all your subscribers. You can upload an email list of all your purchasers, your buyers, and then run ads to those people so they see your offers. Now, maybe you guys have seen some of the offers I run on the Social Profit Academy fan page, but I've uploaded, just so you know, I've uploaded all my subscribers and my buyers into Facebook so I can run ads to you guys and target you guys. I'm just telling you right now, that's what I do. And if you're not doing that, you need to be doing that with your buyer data and your subscriber data, because it's super cheap. Custom audience traffic is really, really, really inexpensive, okay? So that's how you get a custom audience in here. You just click on add a custom audience. You upload the data file. Usually it's like an Excel spreadsheet with just email addresses inside of it in a single file row. And then Facebook says, okay, it looks like these are emails. And then it takes those emails from your file and it matches those emails to people's profiles inside of Facebook. And then it knows who they are. It matches them. Now, if people use a different email personally as opposed to their Facebook account, then those won't be matched. So you might not get 100% match. You might get 75% match, 50% match, 60% match, but you're never going to get 100% match. But it still helps you build a really targeted list. Now, the magic comes, though, when you build lookalike audiences. When you take those custom audiences that you upload and you turn them into what's called a lookalike audience. Now, a lookalike audience is an audience that looks just like the list you uploaded. And if you guys aren't doing this, if you get one thing out of this training call today, you need to be using lookalike audiences, because lookalike audiences are going to be by far the highest converting audiences you'll ever run ads to on Facebook. Hands down. Because Facebook is so smart that it looks at, let's say you uploaded a list of 1,000 buyers. 1,000 people bought your ebook, or 1,000 people purchased your course, okay? And they're buyers. And you load that 1,000 person list to Facebook, and then you say, Facebook, I've got this custom audience, build me a lookalike audience. Facebook will build you a lookalike audience of 2 million people who look like those 1,000 people, based on all the similar characteristics of the people in the 1,000 list. Now, if you have a bigger data file, like a 10,000 buyer list, well, that makes that list even stronger, because Facebook could look at the algorithm and find commonalities amongst all of those people, and then build you a better lookalike audience of 2 million people. And you can do this in America. If you've got buyer data of people in Australia, you can build a custom audience, a lookalike audience of people who are in Australia. You can do it based on countries and have custom audiences all over the world of people who do certain things like buy from you. You can also do it with your prospect list, right? So your leads that opted into your website, but they didn't buy anything. You can run ads to the people who are just your leads, but they're not the purchasers. They might not be as high as converting, but they might be better than just using the straight up interests that are inside of Facebook ads that you can run your ads to. So if you're not using custom audiences and lookalike audiences, you guys need to be doing that. And you need to own that data. You can't just go take some data from somewhere else and upload it into Facebook. That's being super heavily abused right now because Facebook wasn't really paying attention and they weren't looking at the data. So now there's going to be safeguards in play. You see here it says, this is from a Facebook rep to a client. He says, for any custom audience data imported into Facebook, advertisers will be required to represent and warrant that proper user content has been obtained. So they're going to make people jump through a little bit of hoops. Not sure what that's going to look like yet because they're building it as we speak. But they're going to be rebuilding the whole custom audience platform so that you have to kind of validate how you got the data as a custom audience into the Facebook platform. So takeaways. And then I'll take some Q&A about what I just covered there. Takeaways. The end is not near. The apocalypse is not coming. Maybe in 6 months when Facebook takes behavior targeting away, that's going to be apocalyptic for some marketers. But right now, it's still the Wild West, if you want to call it that. There's still a ton of ways you can go out there and crush it on Facebook and run ads to custom audiences and still do the things that you've been normally doing. But be careful that, knowing that things are going to change. And if you have uploaded custom audiences that you don't have rights to use, you definitely want to be getting rid of those because you don't want to get caught in this poop storm of Facebook attacking and going after people who put custom audiences they don't have the rights to use. Like they know if a custom audience has been shared and they see like 100 different people or 1,000 people using the same custom audience, they know, like they have algorithms, they have computers that sniff that out and know, wow, look, there's 1,000 people using this exact same custom audience. How convenient. How is that possible? And then they might, come after you, shut your ad account down. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm just guessing. So don't take my word for it. It's just all speculation here, but you could get caught in a crossfire where you could do something that you violate the terms of service and lose your account. Man, trust me, I've battled so much with Facebook over the years. You don't want to battle with Facebook because you never win, okay? Facebook, as Facebook changes, so do marketers. So as Facebook starts making these big changes, marketers and people who build systems and people like me and educators will come up with new solutions that will help people still get as best bang for their bucks as possible. Facebook may come up with a new way to target. They may add a new category. They might have some kind of a new thing that replaces the behavior and the purchaser targeting demographics that we got to use before after 6 months from now. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when they take that away, but maybe they'll give us something even better. As marketers, give us something even better with more privacy attached to it, but still provides us as marketers with super good data, okay? I don't think the apocalypse is going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a crash and burn kind of a situation. So kill your Facebook accounts, throw your computers in the ocean, and go live on an island. You know, I don't think we need to go that extreme at all. We're just going to wait and see what happens. So, but what's interesting is that all these changes that Facebook's doing has zero effect on me and the companies that I'm doing business with my company Traffic Mills, because of the relationship that I have with a tool called the Smart Data Pixel, which I kind of referenced earlier. That gives me a kind of a sweet competitive advantage over millions of other businesses, because I have something that those businesses don't have, and that's called the Super Smart Data Pixel. And there's a handful of people in the world that have access to this tool, and I'm one of them. And because of that, I get to play with some different rules than everybody else does, and I'll kind of break that down for you guys in a few minutes. So I know there's some questions that came through, so let me go scroll through the questions, the Q&A here, and see what we got. So if you guys have a question about anything I covered about Facebook and custom audiences, or any questions about that, throw them in the Q&A box real quick. I'll address those questions briefly here, and then we'll go on to the next part. Okay, so Roger says, will this affect those of us who are creating custom audiences? No. So as long as you control the data of the custom audience and you built that audience yourself, maybe you built an email list yourself, you have a data list you built yourself, or you're building audiences through engagement and people who are engaging with your videos, people who are engaging on your page, you can build custom audiences of those people. As long as you're the owner of those audiences, there's no penalty. Facebook's not going to come after you. It's only people who upload data into Facebook that they don't own. All right, another good question here. So will the pixel behavior itself change now with Facebook? I don't think the pixel behavior is going to change. I think Facebook is going to keep collecting data about every single click and movement that everybody does on and off the platform. Like they know when you leave the platform and you go to another website that's not even on Facebook, because that website that you went to has what's called the Facebook pixel code on it. So the Facebook can keep tracking you from leaving the platform, going all the way through someone else's marketing funnel, and then making the purchase. They know what you did. They know you started, you clicked, you walked through the process, you saw something you liked, you put your credit card information in, and you bought it, and it had something to do with a dog that's a German Shepherd. They just tagged you as a buyer who likes working and loving with dogs who are German Shepherds, and now you're marked, right? But it's not going to show anywhere in your profile. No one will ever see that and know specifically who you are. They just know it's this data out there that I can access as a marketer and say, hey, I'm going to market people who love German Shepherds. And you'll be in that category now. And I can show you more things you like about German Shepherds. So that's not going away. That will still work because that's how Facebook makes its money. Facebook's not shutting down its ad engine, and it's not letting marketers give them, stop marketers from giving them money by any means. It's definitely, all hands on deck there. Let's make they want to make their billions of dollars. How about Google and other social sites? So usually Google will follow suit. Like one of them always chases the other. Facebook chases Google and what Google's kind of new policies are. And in this way, I bet you Google will see what Facebook's doing, and they might institute some things very similar in their platform, but I don't really know. I haven't seen any news about what what Google may be doing to change that. But if you didn't know this, but you can take custom audiences, your own personal custom data that you've collected, and you can upload that data into Google AdWords, and you can run audience ads to the same people you put into Facebook. Most of you don't know that, but you can do that. You can also do that with LinkedIn. You can also do that with Twitter. You can also do that with YouTube. And there's a few other platforms now. I think Amazon is allowing that soon to happen, where you can actually upload custom audiences and run ads to people inside of Amazon the same way you could with these other platforms. Now imagine if you're a multi-channel marketer and you've uploaded audiences into Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, right? And you're running the same ad across all those channels. People are going to see you everywhere they go. You're going to get clicks, you're going to get traffic, you're hopefully going to get sales as long as your funnels convert, right? So can't really speak of what's happening there with Google. Will Facebook now track IP addresses too? They've probably already been tracking IP addresses since day one, so that's not going away. They're going to keep all your data private. No one will ever know that you love German Shepherds by name, right? But it is protected in some what's called a hash file. A hash file has all that data in it. So, all right. Any other questions? Throw it in here. Got 5 more seconds of questions. Don't see any other questions popping in here because I got some awesome stuff to share with you. Some part 2 or part 3 of the presentation. All right, here we go. Well, there I did. I jumped ahead. I just got so excited. I already talked to you guys about using custom audiences and lookalike audiences. So in summary, you need to stand out by marketing to your tribe, and the best way to do that is to put those tribes into these platforms and run ads to your subscribers and your buyers. And then you need to make lookalike audiences of your subscribers and buyers so you get better targeted traffic in front of your offer on Facebook, Google, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, all those platforms, all right? So I summarize this: upload your buyers, your prospects. You can also get data from your Facebook pixel. You can build people who are page viewers, people who are opt-ins, people who are buyers, just from the pixel data. This is where you can get data from Facebook, by the way. You don't just have to upload your own custom audiences. Facebook will give you data based on the behaviors that take place on your website. And that's in this field right here, this field here. Page viewers, leads, and buyers based on pixels, not based on email addresses, if that makes any sense. I talked about video viewers. Facebook will build an audience of video viewers. They'll build an audience of page engagers who engage on a specific fan page that you have. All right, and then build lookalike audiences. All right, covered that. All right,